For the second time in 2 days, President Obama is flexing more of his regulatory muscle. This time he's targeting the air you breathe. But as with so many other things in Washington, he is meeting stiff resistance. White House correspondent Wendell Goler tonight tells us why.
The EPA's proposal would cut allowable smog levels from cars and power plants and industrial facilities by 5 or 10 parts per billion from the current 75. And the EPA will hear testimony on a further 5 parts per billion cut before a decision is made in 2015. Petroleum industry officials say that's like telling Houston to scrub its air as clean as Yellowstone National Park.
EPA is considering setting the standard in a range of 65 to 70, which is at or below the background measures that are measured already.
The proposal also drew a chorus of complaints from Republicans in Congress. House Speaker John Boehner calls it, quote, the most expensive rule ever proposed by the EPA. Soon-to-be Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell said it, quote, appears to be more about politics than anything else. But EPA Administrator Gina McCarthy accused them of overreacting, saying since their agency was formed more than 40 years ago, quote, we've cut air pollution by nearly 70% while our economy has tripled in size. The sky never fell. McCarthy says the tighter smog restrictions will save thousands of lives, prevent tens of thousands of asthma attacks, and thousands of days lost from school or work. She spoke to reporters earlier this month.
I feel very confident that the American people understand the value of EPA. I am confident that for 40-plus years we've been able to do our job and continue to grow the economy.
In 2011, President Obama said the economy wasn't strong enough for the tighter smog restrictions and ordered a delay. Then the unemployment rate was 9.1%. Now it's 5.8%. But critics say the economy still isn't strong enough. The Business Roundtable says many counties, they're shown here in red, still don't meet the current standards. And the head of the National Association of Manufacturers says it's unclear how they'll meet the new ones by the deadline for most in 2025.
You have to have some basis in reality to put a cost on technologies that will be used to attain the standard. If you don't know what those technologies are, if they haven't been created, they haven't been invented, and they haven't even been thought of, how can you assign a price tag to it?
Jay Timmons says the government's cost estimates don't include California, which gets extra time to meet the EPA standards. Administrator McCarthy expects some of the technology needed to meet the standards will be developed in California, since that's what's happened in the past. Bill?
Wendell, thank you. Wendell Goler from the White House tonight.